Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is a journal with me video in this handmade notebook or journal created by Bree. She is documented journey on Instagram as well as YouTube. She has a YouTube channel, and of course I will leave all the information down below. After this journal with me video, I've actually completed a flip through of this completed journal, so that's what you will be seeing hopefully in the upcoming weeks. Today's journal with me session, I decided to use just some simple packaging. You can see the clear packaging on, that I'm using right now. This often comes on like when you purchase stickers and things like that here in Japan. They're usually covered in this plastic, I guess, sheet or plastic covering. So I decided to use it to include some things that I've got from my neighbor. You see that really cute heart? My neighbor, I don't know, she's so... I want to introduce her to the Hobonichi Techo, and I've mentioned it to her before, and she's actually flipped through my journals. She's just very creative, and every time she writes me a note, she draws some cute character, or she, does some little origami. Like this one here is the origami heart. She's just very, very creative. But anyways, I wanted to keep it, and so I've decided to use the plastic covering or the plastic sheet that I, got from the sticker that I purchased, the sticker sheet that I purchased. I just want you to be, I guess, inspired or kind of think outside of the box on ways that you can use everyday items. So maybe usually you would just throw this packaging away in the garbage, but it's a perfectly fine, clean plastic sheet where you can create a pocket easily by, sticking some washi tape to the edge so you can stick it into your journal. And, it's already, the three sides are already closed, so you don't even have to make it into a pocket. You just have to cut off the top where it's too long, and you just washi tape it into your journal as a tip pin. So don't be afraid to, think outside the box, and don't be afraid to look around you, look on your desk and see what you can use for your journal. I forgot to mention that I've prepped the page in advance with some watercolor, and I used the collage bit of that little pretty lady there from Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink on Patreon. Sometimes I like to work on the page, like this for example, I did the watercolor and then I added the collage bit, but then I wasn't feeling it, so I left it and then I moved on to a different page, and then here I'm coming back to it and working on it then. So it's okay for me. I don't feel like I have to journal chronologically. I just kind of come back to it whenever I feel like it. Now I'm using the friction colors markers here and just kind of doodling around. I added those messy lines again, the uneven lines I'm like really enjoying in this journal. Then I'm just looking at the stencil and seeing if I can add some kind of a heading and trying to play around with the stickers and the photos to see what kind of works. I try myself not to take up too much time, especially when I'm filming, but it is difficult. Sometimes I overthink and feel like it has to look perfect, or the photos have to look really good together. But in reality, as long as you're using your photos and as long as you're writing in your journal, I think at the end of the day that's it's a great victory in itself. And to be frankly honest with you, it's the day that I'm actually doing this voiceover, it's the end of September, and usually the end of the month I'm extremely busy with work, and I find myself falling off the wagon in terms of journaling. And for self-care purposes, I know that journaling really helps me, and and I always tell myself I have to give myself just like 10 minutes a day for myself to write in my journal. And there's days that go by that I don't journal, and it really does affect me. I don't want this journal with me video to be negative or anything, but I just wanted to share my experience with journaling. And yeah, just this past week I was kind of able to, we had to go away for personal reasons, and I had this, I guess, block of time, and I was so lucky that I brought my Hobonichi Techo with me, and I just journaled and I wrote and I doodled, and it just made me feel so good. So if you have any self-care tips or tips in terms of giving yourself time to journal, I would love to hear, or I would love to read your tips on journaling. Yeah, please leave them in the comments down below. I know I like to write snippets, just a couple sentences here and there throughout the day in my traveler's notebook, but even that, I wasn't really doing that this past week, and it just really kind of put a downer on me, and it really affected me. Actually, this past weekend I had a really nice lunch with some really talented ladies, and Momo Loves Paper on Instagram, and Esther Molina's art as well. And it's just so, I don't know what the word is, it's just really refreshing and revitalizing, and it's just really nice to have your own time as well. Especially, you know, if you're at home all the time, if you work from home, it's really difficult to get time away from your home. But okay, so I'm rambling now. Back to the journal. I am doodling here. I'm just using a regular black pen, and I just feel like I want to include something on the corner edge there, so I'm just doodling in some leaves just to add a bit of something to the page. Sometimes when I don't know what to do, I'll just grab a pen and let the pen move around and let, I guess, my feelings kind of do the drawing. I forgot to mention at the bottom there, I used the stencil from Daiso and I wrote out the word photobombed. It's hard to see in the picture there of my two kids. I'm actually right in the middle, and yeah, it's kind of hard to see my face, but yeah, so I decided to write that in there. I'm just using up these stickers, yeah, to decorate the little flap, what's it called? The clear packaging tip-in that's right in the middle, and trying to see if I can use any other stickers to kind of liven up the page. Like I mentioned earlier on in this video, I've actually completed this journal that I'm working on right now, and I've already filmed a flip through of this completed journal, so that video will be coming up in the next several weeks, as well as a haul, like a Japanese stationery haul video from the store called Cute Things from Japan, as well as some unboxing videos from Lady Falcon Travelers and Hand Stitched Leather Tea. So I'll have some unboxing videos coming up soon, and of course I will have to do some kind of announcement for my giveaway. Thank you to those who caught on to the, I guess, the little hidden giveaway. I appreciate all of the comments, so I'll have to make a video on picking a winner there as well, but it probably won't be until after I move. And I'm moving in a couple weeks, so I need to get packing and get my life sorted out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy watching Journal With Me videos, so I hope this was inspiring in some way, and I hope you look around your desk and see what you can use to tip into your journals and diaries and things like that. So I think that's it for this video. I really appreciate you and want to thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like and leave a comment down below, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.